Lesson 2, Intro to Easy Money. One of the most important lessons for creating wealth I learned from my boss is how to make easy money. On one of our annual business retreats, on a mountain lake property of his, he expanded on this subject over a bottle of whiskey and some background hammering of Led Zeppelin. He stated the following principles. 1. All money requires work, kiddo. But sometimes a pile of cash requires minimal effort. What can you do that is fun or easy to do for you? Play video games all day. Are you a great lad? You following what I am saying here? Monetize that activity which comes naturally for you. Why do you think prostitution works? It is because it seems easy for those that do it. Just a blunt example. Why people sell drugs. Easy money. But what you want is easy legal money. So use whatever it is you are good at, or even better, do whatever it is you are doing already and sell it. Sounds easy, but let's try one extreme example. Let's say you are a non-good-looking, basement-dwelling, crack-smoking basket case with no real standard workforce skills. And just to make matters slightly more complicated, your addiction is starting to get the better of you. This was the example my boss started explaining. How does one go from zero to hero? The first thing is to answer why you need or want the money. Be specific. The more specific your reasons and your goals, the easier it is to execute a plan. Most of us would love to have millions. It makes life easier. Money may not buy happiness, but it surely makes waking up every morning better. Make no mistake, I am a millionaire and it's a blast. That is why powerful people do wild stuff, just because they can. It never gets old, my boss explained. If you want to know how much is enough, write down the expenses, costs for a full year that will cover the lifestyle you want to have. Regardless of the amount that is the yearly price of your financial freedom and peace of mind. Now, how do you get there being a crackhead? Can you even think it is possible? I am here to tell you, yes, it is. But it will not come with a product placement ad or a magic wand. Hard work is one way, but efficient work is better. And activities that don't feel like work but generate income are best, my boss said. Now let's talk about this crackhead, and as such the telltale story hour began. So this crackhead is good at using drugs. Just like a friend would recommend you a good movie, a great bar, or an interesting book. A drug user will be good at identifying good product. The crackhead loved the internet too. He loved both things so much that he spent his days in front of the freaking computer and getting high. Here is where you would say, what a waste. All his small paycheck pays Wi-Fi and drugs, and indeed you would be right to think this way. Nevertheless, he made many peculiar acquaintances over the web. Thanks to it, he would be able to procure anything related to his own vices. Of course, the days would come where he was running out of money to cover his ever-increasing needs. This person goes on and creates a community to talk, share and discuss all things related to his personal dealings. Just by doing this, in a couple of years, the crackhead managed to gather a small following. His opinion and contacts suddenly became money makers, and he lives a pretty well-off life doing what he has always done. The difference is that he gets paid for it. If he can do it, anyone can do it. I am sure you are wondering, how is that even possible? My boss asked me. Naturally, I nodded. He replied by saying, he is my brother. That is how I know. That is it for today's story. Part 2 will come later. The purpose of this channel is to serve me as a stress reliever. It also attempts to shed light into various subjects, but more importantly help people. If you so wish, YouTubers out there, here is a proposal. To the first 10 subscribers, if you want help finding a way out of the 9-to-5 grind, we will talk and try my boss game plan to easy money tailored for you. By the way, this is absolutely free, no ads, no programs, not a dime ever for this. Nevertheless, it will only be available to the first 10 people. Let's see if what worked for me will work for you. As always, for legal reasons, all info, suggestions, material provided is for entertainment purposes only, and no legal liability for investment advice or any other kind is applicable. See you all in the next video. Subscribe.